It is October 28th, 2023, and I'm out. I'm going to check my trail cameras, taking my bow with me. I got the safety orange on. It is rifle elk season, and in about another 3 days, the rifle deer season begins out here as well. I've got my bow. I don't expect to really see anything. I'm just going to go check my cameras. It's about 25 degrees out and snowing. It's actually kind of a beautiful day. It's very serene and quiet. We'll see if my trail cameras have picked up anything. I'm hoping maybe next weekend to actually do some serious archery hunting out here. Here's a big old scrape on a tree. Another one up here in these aspens. It's a good size rub on the tree. See the game trail goes over here. That's kind of the direction I'm headed for my camera, my trail camera. So we're walking uphill. This hill comes up, and before that hilltop, it kind of flattens out, and it's kind of a little saddle right up there. That's the deer travel corridor. They go deer and elk both. Been traveling back and forth in that in the morning, in the evening. My trail camera's right up in the trees up over there. Thought I heard a deer making a warning blow. We're gonna get up there and check out my camera. It's definitely deer blowing. I hear some deer blowing and snorting. I don't know if they smell me or hear me. They're behind me somewhere. Here we are at the first camera setup. The camera's right here. The view that the camera has is right here. This is kind of that saddle. The big hill is right up there. This is where they're traveling back and forth. We'll take a look and see what we got on the camera. Well, that was disappointing. Camera one, something happened. It didn't reset. Last time I took pictures off of it, I had no new pictures on it. So I reset the settings, set it up again. We'll check it again in 2 weeks. Hopefully there's something on it this time. Off to camera two. My other trail camera is right up there and to the left, right where the road takes a hard right. My trail camera's to the left. There's water down in that ravine. My trail camera is right back in there. Again, there's water. There's stream flowing in this ravine. It's pretty thick wood in there. Across the road, more water flowing going up there. Some really dense, thick woods. That's where I kind of expect maybe some bucks are at, or some bigger bucks going up the hill. We'll check that out after I look at my camera. There are deer prints in the snow, fresh prints. Some deer have been here today already. Another saddle. This goes up and it's kind of a saddle between two hillsides over there. And then you've got the hill coming down the road, coming down the hill. And my camera's, trail camera's right back in there. And the thick stuff. My camera's right there. Bow up for a second. We'll see what's on my camera, if anything. View of my camera is right there. We're gonna take a look here, see what's on the camera. Keys out. I lock my cameras because they're on public land. Get my keys here. All right, so again, there was no pictures on my cameras. Evidently, they needed to be reset. They never did that last year. I don't know what the problem is this year, but I had to reset them completely. I don't know if it's because of the way I'm downloading the pictures to my phone now. It's something new. And I had to reformat the cards. I don't know. Well, we'll try again in 2 weeks. Thinking top of this hill, looking over that saddle, might be a good spot. outdoors on the ridge tops. Clouds are setting in. It's getting late in the afternoon. Probably time for me to start heading back to the truck. I don't care what you say, this is beautiful weather. I've already bumped deer this morning walking to my stand. I got out of here about a half hour too late. Hopefully there's still something in there. I didn't walk all the way to where I wanted to go. The place I really wanted to go was much farther in. But since I was already bumping deer, I figured I better stop. Gotta get up earlier next time. My trail camera is right down there. There's actually a little creek that runs down there, just about where that white log is going across the center there. Right in there. That's where I got my camera. I've had several whitetails on that camera. I jumped 2 does out of here. Just thinking this looked like a good spot to maybe deer hunt. Guess I was right. Lots of shooting going on. Checking the deer cams. There's a creek down here. Looks like coyote tracks, maybe. This looks like a good spot to put the trail camera, right there. December 2nd, it's the opening weekend, muzzleloader deer. Heading out to Buffalo Gap National Grasslands. Trying a new spot. I've never deer hunted here. I've been out there before, just doing some hiking and looking for agates, but this will be the first time actually hunting in that area. My tag is good for any deer, so I can shoot whitetail or mule deer, but I'm really hoping I'm going to find a big old mule deer buck. If nothing else, it'll be a good scouting trip. We'll see what we can find. Beautiful sunrise. Hunting in South Dakota, the Black Hills National Forest is in the background. All of this, pretty much as far as you can see, is all part of the Buffalo Gap National Grassland. This is what I'm hunting today. Sun is just starting to come up. It's about 20 degrees out. We're gonna go see what we can find. We're just glassing for deer. Checking out all these draws in the timber here while the sun comes up. See if we can't spot something, make a stalk on it. Beautiful morning. Snow on the ground. Haven't seen anything yet this morning. Glassed for a little bit. We're gonna just keep glassing these draws, these hillsides. Hopefully we can find something pretty soon. Still have yet to see a deer this morning. I think it's about 7:30 now. Been hunting for about an hour and a half. The scenery is just amazing. Be more amazing if there was deer in the scenery. 2 mule deer bedded down right there. There's a doe out in front there, up in the ravine a little bit is a buck. I can't tell if it's a big buck. The fact that I can't tell from this distance tells me it's probably not. I would probably have to walk around up on the top there. That is way over there. About a quarter mile over. They are right at the base of those trees there. I think I'm gonna kind of head over that way. I haven't seen any other deer, so we're gonna go check it out. As I was on my way over there, peeked over this draw. It's about 5 or 6 mule deer walking at the bottom of the draw. See if I can cut them off. They're right there. My guess is they're gonna go up one of those draws, come out up at the top there. Still a long ways. I'd have to go all the way around here. I'd have to go all the way around there to get to them. Might be worth it though. I think they hear me. They're all heading into the trees. I'm 1,000 yards away, but I think they can hear me or smell me. That's the ridge I was just on. I can see if we can get in front of these mule deer. Hopefully there's a buck. I came out in the wrong draw. They all go with 7 muleys. I'm used to hunting an area where I would drive out there, I would walk about a quarter mile out into the woods, and I'd be set up to hunt. Where I'm hunting now is way different. There's a lot of hiking involved. Some days I walked over 5 miles. Most of my hunting areas are at least a half mile to a mile hike just to get to the areas. Well, I've seen plenty of deer. It's starting to warm up a little bit. I've walked almost 4 miles. I'm starting to get a little too hot, had to shed some layers. Seen lots of deer, nothing within range. Saw one nice buck, tried to put a stalk on him. The draw went up in a Y. I thought they were in the right hand side of the Y. Turned out they were in the left hand side. Of course, they smelled me and took off. Shifted gears a little bit. I'm now in the southern part of the national grasslands in the area that I'm at. And I'm down in the actual valley part of it. I can go up on those hills, but I'm gonna kind of check out some of these drainage bottoms. You can see there's a lot of hardwood trees and stuff right along here. Gonna kind of walk some of those. Well, there they go, over the hill on the other side. 3 whitetails. Didn't see any bucks. I knew they'd be in there. They must have been just the next finger over. He's just standing there watching me, wondering what I am. She's still sitting there watching me. Getting tired of bumping deer. You would think that with all the hills, higher elevation, we'd be going after mule deer, but actually there's going to be way more whitetails than mule deer out here. Mule deer have taken a hit with disease, and the whitetails have kind of moved in, taken over. So I expect to see way more whitetails, maybe even some elk. Not that I have a tag for elk, but that was cool to see. Passed up a shot at a doe. Still kind of looking for a buck. I got another 4 or 5 days to hunt. Spread out over a couple of weeks. Beautiful night again. Still about 20 minutes of legal shooting light, but I passed up on some does and thought I'd just head back to the truck a little early today, and we'll try her again tomorrow morning. This is my setup for tonight. I just picked up my trail camera and we're setting up. I'm expecting deer to come from that way. However, they could also come, well, just from anywhere but that way. It's the old logging road right there. It's about 38 degrees. It's supposed to be warm all week. I got 5 good days of hunting left. Technically, I got the weekend after Christmas as well. This is a good setup. I can see up and down the draw both ways. It's December 18th. Still trying to fill my muzzle loader and my archery tag. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. What a beautiful day. The Forest Service has closed all of the forest roads, all the trails I should say. So the spot I used to drive to park and then walk about a half mile to my hunting area is now a 1.5 mile hike just to my parking area, and then another half mile into my hunting area. But maybe we'll see something along the way. Man, is it getting hot out. It's got to be mid 50s for December. This is crazy. I had too many layers on. I gotta get back to the truck, start shedding layers. Weather's just too dang hot and nice. Need some cool weather. Some snow actually would be great, just a little bit. Dusting or so of snow would be awesome. But you can't beat the view. Nobody else out hunting. Haven't heard anybody shoot. Haven't seen anybody. Haven't even seen any vehicles out on the roads. Of course, the fact that most of the trails are closed, there probably isn't too many people out driving around or willing to hike and do the work. Head back towards the truck, I think. I had 2 trail cameras out this year, and although I saw a lot of deer, there wasn't a whole lot of big bucks on my trail camera. Most of them were kind of a one and done, seemed to come through in the middle of the night. I think they were just happened to be traveling or pushed out of their normal area. But I know they're out there, and now it's just a matter of narrowing down where they might be at. I'm not necessarily just a big buck hunter. I do also put in for antlerless tags, and sometimes I just want to put some meat in the freezer. This year, I didn't want to shoot anything unless it was a nicer buck, and I passed up on a lot of does. Saw a couple of smaller bucks, 1 or 2 that I maybe would have shot at had I had the right circumstances. Just wasn't able to make it happen. Having a successful hunt doesn't always mean that you harvested an animal. My archery and muzzleloader season are pretty much over. I have not harvested a deer. However, it was a very successful season for me. I'm hunting a new area that I'm unfamiliar with. I was able to get out, do a lot of scouting. I learned a lot of things during this season. I learned where the deer are at. I learned the geography of the new area that I'm hunting, where to set up, where not to set up, where the deer are not hanging out. Also learned that I need to update my equipment, and I need to have better backpack, some more layers that I can peel off when the weather is warm. But all in all, I saw some amazing scenery. I hiked through some of the most beautiful areas of the Black Hills, got to take in the views from the tops of several small mountains, found some areas that I'm going to go back to this spring when I mushroom hunt, found some areas where I'm going to go turkey hunting. Most importantly, I just had fun. I really enjoyed myself, and to me, that's how I define a successful hunt. I'm looking forward to next year when I'll have some new equipment. I'll be a little better prepared. I'll know my area a lot better. But again, all in all, it was time spent in my happy place, and as far as I'm concerned, an extremely successful season.